Brace yourself for a chilling countdown. Here are the top 10 most successful serial killers in history, those whose horrific crimes shocked the world and left an enduring scar. Viewer discretion is advised. Starting at number 10. Number 10. Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. 14 victims. Ramirez terrorized Los Angeles in the mid-1980s, sneaking into homes at night to commit brutal murders. His reign of terror lasted over a year, earning him the nickname the Night Stalker. He showed no preference for victim profiles, leaving the entire city in fear. 9. John Wayne Gacy, the Killer Clown. 33 victims. A respected figure in his community, Gacy performed as a clown at children's parties. But behind his friendly persona, he lured at least 33 young men and boys to their deaths, hiding their bodies in the crawl space of his home. His dual identity horrified the world. 8. Pedro Rodrigues Filho, the Brazilian Dexter. 71 victims. Pedro Rodrigues Filho, also known as Pedrinho Matador, began his killing spree in his teens. He claimed to have killed over 100 people, including criminals, earning him comparisons to the fictional vigilante Dexter. His victims were often those he deemed morally corrupt. 7. Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer. 49 victims confirmed, possibly 70 plus. Ridgway preyed on vulnerable women in Washington state during the 1980s and 1990s, dumping many of his victims near the Green River. While convicted of 49 murders, he admitted to killing over 70, making him one of the deadliest serial killers in U.S. history. 6. Andrei Chikatilo, the Butcher of Rostov. 52 victims. Chikatilo terrorized the Soviet Union in the 1980s, targeting women and children. His brutal methods and evasion of capture for over a decade made him infamous. The sheer horror of his crimes left a dark mark on Russia's history. 5. Javed Iqbal, the Monster of Lahore. 100 victims. In Pakistan, Iqbal confessed to the murders of 100 boys. He detailed his crimes in letters to the police, which led to his arrest. His chilling confession and the nature of his crimes sent shockwaves through the nation, highlighting the brutal reality of child exploitation. 4. Samuel Little, 60 victims confirmed, possibly 93 plus. Only recently acknowledged as the most prolific U.S. serial killer, Samuel Little targeted women, many of whom were overlooked by society. Though initially unconnected, his detailed confessions and sketches of his victims helped police close dozens of cold cases. 3. Mikhail Popkov, the Werewolf. 78 victims. Popkov, a former Russian police officer, used his position of authority to lure victims before killing them. His methodical decade-long spree earned him the nickname the Werewolf. Popkov later confessed to over 80 murders, making him one of Russia's deadliest killers. 2. Luis Garavito, the Beast. 138 victims confirmed, possibly over 300. Garavito's reign of terror in Colombia targeted young boys, luring them with gifts before subjecting them to unimaginable brutality. Although he confessed to 138 murders, it's believed the true number may be over 300, making him one of the world's most prolific serial killers. And at number one, Harold Shipman, Dr. Death, 250 plus victims. Dr. Harold Shipman is considered one of the most prolific serial killers in history, with an estimated 250 victims. As a trusted family doctor in the UK, Shipman injected elderly patients with lethal doses of drugs, masking the murders as natural deaths for years. His abuse of trust and high victim count make him the deadliest serial killer ever recorded. These killers committed atrocities that still haunt the world today. Their names are etched into the darkest corners of history. Which one shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more thought-provoking content.